YouTube? Skeletor here. God willing, this video will actually fucking record. I have no idea what the hell happened to my last battery. I have no idea what happened to one of my two backup batteries. But we're working on this, and when it runs out, it runs out. Today we're drinking Southern Comfort. And we will be chasing that with a lemonade Monster Rehab. And while I talk, I'm going to be cutting up cabbage and onion and pepper and boiling rice. Actually, the water's boiling already. You can just toss that bitch in there. Bitches love being tossed in there. That's not quite true. Bitches don't like being tossed in. Today we're making a stir fry. Nice, simple, what we have on us stir fry. I got some chicken breast here. Been marinating in teriyaki sauce for the last, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 hours. I put it in like 2 hours before I went to work. Work was shit. It's the end of May. Finally got some new hires. We're not here to talk about work though. Also, this is Izzy. He's a sweet little guy. He's just the bestest little man. Yeah. Yeah. Come here. You're my boy, and I love you. Okay. He's gonna run away in a minute because I'm gonna light a cigarette, and he's smart enough to know to get the fuck away from that. Also, the doors and windows are open, so it's not like I'm choking him out or anything. Beef ramen. Gonna have to get that boiling in a minute. Right, start with the veggies. Get the veggies going. Fucking Walmart. So, last time I made one of these editor vlogs was like months ago. My dad had just died, so I'm gonna guess that's been about 6 months, 6, 7 months, 5 months. Let's work backwards. Probably 4 to 5 months. Whatever, doesn't matter. Things have gotten better. They got worse, and then they got better. I hit a real bad stint of depression around St. Patrick's Day. That entire holiday just blew up in my face. I'm pretty sure I made a huge ass of myself. I miraculously spent miraculously spent a solid 48 to 30 something hours drunk. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about St. Patrick's Day. That is what it is. Tubes. Since then, though, I have gotten my drinking a bit more under control. And by under control, I mean I'm going to work every day. And, I don't know, me and my demons are at a decent place with each other. Dude, seriously, why? Stop. Just stop. He keeps reaching out that claw like, hey Dave, hey. Hooks out a claw and just yanks. I get it, you want attention? I'm right here. We're hanging out. Yes, I have good smelling elbows. Come on, man. Motherfucker. Alright, look, we're gonna cut up our veggies here. We're making Japanese stir fry. We're not making a Japanese stir fry, we're making a stir fry. I don't know what the fuck it is. Veggies, meat, it is what it is. No, me and my demons are at a good place. For the most part. I'm back to making these videos because I feel like I need something to do. Fat Man just put out maybe a month ago a video on Everybody Hates Chris. You guys should check it out. They say everybody hates Chris, but apparently there's a fairly large fan base, so take that as you will. I'm gonna say I've got my drinking under control. It's not good, but it's under control, which in its own right is good. You go a little more cabbage. We're gonna go heavy on the cabbage on this one. Partially because I forgot the carrots. I mean, how often do you go to, you know, a Chinese place or a Japanese place and they got carrots in their fucking stir fry? Fairly often. Fairly often. Alright. This is, I don't think this is going to be enough, but it's a good start. Gonna get this cut up. You know what? Work's been okay. I've been there long enough that even when it gets bad, it's not really that bad. I've seen worse. Honestly, pre-COVID was horrifying. Like, we are running from one shift into the next. And everybody is quitting left, right, and center. And I cut myself a little bit there, didn't I? It's fine. Whatever, who cares? Who fucking cares? I can remember belts being backed up all the way from the truck, all the way like into where the 3 belts meet and become 1 belt. Packages falling off the belts because they're so absolutely fucking backed up. Haven't seen that in a very long time. Since like we went through that Christmas of it being like that, and then PJ and Nick started, good old broke dick Nick, and you know, for as many people as were ordering things online because they couldn't leave their house because of COVID, UPS wasn't that backed up. It wasn't that bad. I'm gonna get a little more cabbage in here. Just a little bit. I'll be making another stir fry later to use up the rest of this cabbage. You know, for as busy as we've gotten since then, I just keep reminding myself, like, it's nowhere near as bad as it was pre-COVID. So, be thankful of that. Which is weird as well, because post-COVID, UPS is picking up Amazon's, I don't know, extras, their smalls, their bulk, whatever. We're handling things Amazon doesn't want to. Somehow we're still less busy than we were before. That said, got a Memorial Day shift coming up, a nice holiday shift. Gonna get a lot of money off that. It's gonna be nice. That's probably enough cabbage, I'm guessing. I'm hoping. I'll be real with you, man. This is, I'm gonna be making 2 or 3 days worth of food right here, right now, because I mean, you don't eat the same thing 3 times a day. Also, find me a grown-ass adult who eats 3 times a day. I'm going to be sharing some of this with my roommate. Good old Lord Faddick. Yeah, that should probably... 8:05? It is not 8:05. What the... Okay, so the oven clock is like a solid 30 minutes behind. Okay. Start that. Yeah, that can just boil. Boop, 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 boop. I'm burning my finger on that. Holy fuck. Okay. Dude, I don't know if that's getting picked up on camera, but like anytime I get close to him, he just reaches out and grabs my pants. It's a little hard to get talking sometimes when you're streaming. And recording. see, alright, we got that. Let's get the onion going while we do the onion. Work has been fine. I am going to work every day. I'm doing my thing. It's whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, I've actually been keeping up with comics lately. I mean, I keep up with comics, but I've been buying them lately. My friends are always ragging on me about, oh, you gotta buy a PS5, oh, you gotta fucking go play games with us, oh, come on, dude, for the amount of money you spend on drinks, you could just go buy a PlayStation 5. I don't want to support the video game industry. Everything I see and everything I hear just confirms, like, no, these people don't deserve money, let alone your money. I really don't like the fact that you just don't get physical media anymore, and they can update / change your fucking shit whenever the hell they want, or take away whatever they want from your library at a moment's notice, because it's all digital. You don't actually own anything, which kind of heads back into the whole meme of you will own nothing and you will be happy. You will eat the bugs and you will be happy. Oh shit, they're over here. You will live in the pod and you will be happy. Can't do it. Can't fucking do it. I don't want to spend like 60 to 80 to 100 bucks on a thing just for you to fucking change it or take it away a couple months later, maybe a year later. It just happened with my roommate. I can't remember what game he was talking about, but or possibly it was a movie or some shit, or a TV show. Like I know he was buying movies on Amazon Prime, just keeping them in his little library on PlayStation. And maybe Amazon Prime wasn't part of it. I don't know what the fuck he's paying for. Point is, we took something away from him recently. And he's all butthurt about it, and I'm just like, dude, this is what I've been saying for years. I'm seeing other people online lose their shit all the fucking time. I don't know why you think you're different. What? I don't know why you think it wouldn't happen to you. I'm looking at that Spider-Man PS4 game, for example. That was the one thing in the last like 5 years I actually was somewhat interested in, and just watched the playthrough online. That's all I needed. The sequel came out, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know what? They're gonna keep the thing going, maybe. And then they're like, no, we're phasing out Peter Parker. It's just gonna be Miles. Nah, fuck that. There was an update to the PS4 game a while back where, oh Jesus Christ, I can feel the onions in my eyes already. Ugh. An update to make the Peter character look like Tom Holland. I'm just like, why the fuck would you do that? That is the most retarded shit. It's clearly not that version of Spider-Man flipping around through the skies. It's, you know, movies and video games are different. Whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm just bitching and moaning. I don't want to support the video game industry. I don't want to buy weird, ugly lesbians the game. I think right now it's Stellar Blade is the big video game ugly lesbian controversy. They made an attractive female in Japan, and the Americans lost their mind because how dare a woman in video games be attractive? She's not fat. She's not a lesbian. We don't want it. And by we, I mean the vocal minority, which is a real problem. The people who don't play video games are screaming about this shit. I don't play video games. I'm screaming about this shit. Well, that should tell you something. But I don't want to support the video game industry, and I have been reading comics online for free for a very, very long time. I've been reading Spider-Man and Batman pretty religiously for the last 12 years. I finally realized, like, you know, you keep pressuring me to buy a PS4, and I keep telling you, no, you gotta vote with your wallet, put your money where your mouth, monkey, money is. I don't know how this saying should go, but vote with your wallet. I'm thinking, you know, I read this shit every week for free. If I'm gonna keep reading it every single week, maybe I should pay for it. Damn, I'm pretty happy with that, actually, all things considered. I'm enjoying the fact that I have these things on backup now. Like, I don't have to spend an hour digging through some random website hoping. Oh, that's gross but good. Hoping that I get the correct fucking dates and everything so I can read this comic again. Cat, come on. Just having them in a long box, that's nice. Plus, you know, it goes with my dad's collection. Someday it'll be my brother's collection. Pretty sure he's gonna outlive me. Unless by some weird twist of fate he gets hit by a car or something. I'm fairly certain that's the only way he's gonna outlive me. Or outlive him. I can't fucking talk. By the way, this is probably a bit more onion than we needed. I'm fairly happy with the cabbage. I'm upset we don't have carrots, but it is what it is. I'm going to cut up a little banana pepper, which is not a Japanese or Chinese thing, but they taste good, so we're going to put them in. Just a little bit for taste. The Creature from the Black Lagoon, haven't bought that yet. I'm still, I gotta find the second issue. I forgot to grab that when I went in there, or at least look for it. Been sticking with Batman. I have not started buying that one outside of the First Night. First Night is Black Label, which is DC's way of saying this is R-rated. It's not for kids. Right, we gotta put this stuff in a bowl. The Black Label stuff, it's generally pretty good. It seems to be its own continuity, not just R-rated stories we can't normally put into comics. Marvel just started doing that too. It's not called Black Label though. Unlike DC, their Black Label is in continuity. They're putting out, they started with Blood Hunt. We are, as of this recording, we are 2 issues into Blood Hunt. And the way they're doing this is that there is a bloody, gory, R-rated version of the comic, and then they put out a safe, censored version of the comic. And I haven't looked at the difference between issue 2, but issue 1, they didn't just censor the blood, they just straight up changed the entire comic panel. So like, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. Which is pretty good. It's good. It doesn't, it actually helps the flow. But I've been picking up the R-rated versions. I'm very happy with them. Doctor Strange just straight up got cut in half and then turned into a vampire with his intestines hanging out. Crazy shit going on. Miles is a vampire now. Oh yeah, spoilers. Haha, too late. Alright, now we're gonna cut up the chicken. Gonna make little cubes out of this. And by cubes I mean strips that we'll cut once more, because I can't be bothered to make actual cubes. I can smell the teriyaki. It's getting all up in my nose now. First it was the onions, now it's this. I swear to God, it's always something. It's always something. But isn't that how it is with life in general? Been reading Spider-Man, and issue 50 just came out, and by 50 I think it's Legacy like 900 and something. But for this run it's not bad. It's gotten better. Zeb Wells has gotten better at writing comics. The art definitely jumps around. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's just okay. Only once has it been like actively bad. And that hasn't even been recently, it's just, you know. I suppose art is subjective, but I don't know, if you have a good story, the art doesn't matter. If you have a okay to mid-tier story, the art can push you to the point where I'm willing to deal with the fact that it's not a great story. But I'm something of an artist myself, so that probably has something to do with it. You know, now that I'm looking at all of this cut up, I feel like maybe I should have brought more chicken to the table. I'm waiting for Batman to reach a point where it's a new story and I can jump into that, because right now I want to say we're halfway. I would love to say we're at the end, but probably halfway through a story arc, and it's not a story arc I particularly like, which is fucked up because where this started at, I fucking loved it. And it's just... Man, they gave a whole new origin to the Joker. And it is shit. TLDR. Everyone on Earth is still alive simply because Batman and or Joker has not decided to kill you yet. Also, the man who trained Batman is the man who trained Joker. Flip the rice real quick. Just flip the rice. Come on, bitch. You know you want it. Or not. Whatever. I'll turn you off. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Alright, we got our chicken, cabbage, onion. We're substituting peppers for carrots. Excuse me. Probably could have used some more peppers, but that's what it is. Grab the ashtray real quick and get the butter. By the way, if you like this ashtray, it's unique from Nagel Samage by Keisha. God bless her soul, she's willing to sponsor us. So, you know, if you like what you see, why don't you check out her website, link right here. And, you know, maybe pick yourself up something nice. Or, don't get something for yourself, get something for a loved one. Just, god damn, she makes some damn good earrings. And necklaces. And those little birth sign keychains. As of recording, it is Friday night, Saturday morning. I mean, I got off work at 4 in the morning, so technically it's Saturday morning, but hopefully by the time this airs, it will be Memorial Day, right? Yeah, Memorial Day. Nostrovia. Clink. Alright, next we gotta get the butter ready. I know, technically, I should be using like peanut oil or canola oil or vegetable oil, some kind of oil. But I'm like 99% sure I don't have any, and even if I did have any, I don't want to use oil. I want to use butter. Butter has better flavor. Plus I have a surplus of butter for various reasons, and I need to use it before it goes bad. I'm just going to take a big fat hunk of butter there and toss it in the wok. Heat that bitch up. Bitches love being heated up. Gonna put that on a medium flame and close this back up. Where was I? I was talking about comics, wasn't I? I've been reading comics religiously, Spider-Man and Batman, for the last 12 years. I've read a lot of other stuff, but those are the two things, no matter how good or bad the story gets, I'm reading those. Superman, I'm jumping in and out of. A lot of other Marvel stuff I'm jumping in and out of. But Batman and Spider-Man, those are the two big money makers. Alright, so first off, we're going to toss the ramen noodles in. We're going to boil them. We're not tossing them into the wok. We're not fancy here, so I don't feel like breaking them up. Fuck it, who cares? And we toss in the meat. Get that nice and brown, and then we'll toss the veggies in. Oh yeah, there we go. Should probably get some type of spatula. Blood Hunt is a good story. It's we're 2 issues in out of 4. I'm fairly certain Thor is dead. Black Panther is now a vampire. Miles is now a vampire. Shit's just not looking good for the Avengers. We'll see how this ends. And while the main cast deals with vampires, Spider-Man is doing side mission with Morbius because it's Morbin time.
I am inevitable. This is Morbin time.
They're going to try to find a cure for vampirism. Let's see if that works. I feel like I should toss some seasoning in here. I should probably give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Alright, here we go. Garlic and pepper, there we go. I don't know why the fuck I'm stirring. I gotta walk. There we go. We're somewhat good. Turn down the heat a little bit. There we go. I'll let that brown up for a minute. So I pulled some shit at the bar, I don't know, maybe a month ago at this point. I've officially been kicked out of a bar. The first. I showed up. I mean, look, part of it is I showed up partially to be like, hey, I want to have drinks with my friends. Because I never go to, I go to a bar like once a year, maybe twice a year. Cat. Good old broke Dick Nick happened to be there this time. And part of the reason I showed up was to talk some shit to him. But also I really did want to have drinks with my friends. Because that's something I don't do often. I was being pretty good. I was having a separate solo conversation with Bob. Nick keeps trying to interrupt, so I'm like, hey, shut up, Nick. Nobody's talking to you. Very much.
Shut up, Meg.
And he tweaked the fuck out. Got a little handsy. So I had to put an end to that. And, you know, he dipped out in a huff. And then a minute later, like, he's out of sight. He walks past the next building. He's out of sight. And then a minute later, he comes back, and he's just coming towards my car. Not me, my car. Like, what the fuck are you doing heading towards my car? Like, if you were coming at me, that's one thing. But, like, my car can't defend itself. What the fuck are you doing? He's got a history of this. There's a dude in our group, Evan. Classic story. Nick gets pissed off at Evan, and he comes back and he tries to attack Evan's car. And this whole story just flashes through my mind like that. And I'm like, okay, so he's gonna try to, like, fuck up my car somehow. So I get in his way. We get into it. And, like, I don't know, we're not really taking swings at each other, but, like, you know, we're kind of getting into it. Bob shows up, he's trying to break us up, and, like, under Bob's arm, I take a swing at Nick. Like, I don't hit him with the fist. I hit him with the knuckles. Just the knuckles. Just some pointy bitches. Right in the fucking ribs. In the soft spot. Thank God traffic was not coming. Because Nick I hit him, and immediately he hops like a fucking rabbit. And he fucking runs out into traffic. Halfway across the street before he actually stops and looks around. And crosses the rest of the way. And then runs off into the fucking night. What the fuck are you doing? I'm waiting to see what comes of that. Probably nothing. Alright, the chicken is about good. We're just gonna toss in all the veggies. And the frozen... shit. Not carrots. I was gonna say carrots. It's not carrots. Broccoli. There we go. And for the sake of de-thawing this faster, let's get the broccoli down to the bottom. I'm hoping that's enough butter. I might need to add more butter. Or some oil or something. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. The chicken has been marinated in teriyaki, but we will be tossing in a little bit of soy sauce. Once we get the rest of this shit in here, a little bit more soy sauce. Alright, where's the colander? We gotta strain the noodles. Something a lot of people don't understand with ramen noodles. Fuck everything else. With ramen noodles, once you strain them, rinse them under cold water, and that ends the cooking process. And they're good to go. You don't do that with Italian noodles. You do that with Japanese or Chinese noodles. A lot of people don't realize this, but you don't use ramen noodles for making spaghetti. There's a difference between egg noodle. Oh my god, cat. Seriously, cat. Stop it. There's a difference between egg noodles and flour noodles. Cat, I swear to fucking God. But with Japanese shit, Asian shit, you need to run some cold water to end the cooking process. I'm not ready to to just dump that in there just yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. Burn through that whole fucking cigarette. You know, wearing this hat is a bitch. I don't want my shiny chrome dome to shine on camera. And there's no way of really stopping that without putting a hat on. And I don't want to be wearing this hat. It's fucking hot. But I also don't want to deal with the shine of my own fucking head. People, don't ever lose your fucking hair. Maybe 2 years ago I had a conversation with my dad and my stepmom, and I'm like, oh, hang on a minute, before you take pictures, I gotta hide my shame. And I went searching for my hat. My dad's like, come on, it's not shameful, just, you know, it's whatever. And I'm like, no, it's fucking shameful. I've had some pretty good conversations with women, and then I take off my fucking hat. I'm not blind, I see how they react. They're polite about it, but I see how they react. Women don't want a bald man like that. Man, like, you go bald after you've got a woman in the pocket. You don't go bald and then try to date. It's not good. It's not a good. That's a no-go. Especially when you're the kind of guy who looks like he should have hair. Alright. Let's toss this shit in here. Close enough. And then let's grab this. Drain it for what it's worth. Cut it open and try to empty it. I say try because it's fucking hot. There we go, okay. There's our rice. Toss that in. Part of me feels like I should crack an egg in there. And our seasoning packet, because hell yeah, beef seasoning. And we stir it up for a minute, and we're gonna add a little more teriyaki sauce. Honestly, I'm probably gonna add a little more butter, because I'm looking at the bottom of this thing and I'm like, I don't know, that's just not enough. Also, something people don't realize, that seasoning packet you put in there could get easily tied up in the noodles and never actually like spread out. So you gotta like really stir that shit. Let's toss a little more teriyaki. No, I'm sorry, soy in there. A little more soy sauce. I know, I hate soy. I hate the soy boys, I hate the soy, I hate the Soylent. I hate all that weird leftist fucking nonsense. I hate that soy has become part of that nonsense. Cause like, that's like half the Asian food is just soy. Alright, we're gonna let that fry up for a minute. While that does, let's have another little drinky poo. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I can't tell. Alright, let's sit her on out. Jesus Christ. Alright, turn that down a little bit. Alright, we're just about there. We just gotta let it brown up a little bit, and it's good to go. This is a disgusting slop mess. This is a very disgusting slop mess. I feel like I probably should have broken up the noodles a bit before I put them in here. It is what it is, tubes. It is what it is, tubes. Been watching a lot of Boglum Chronicles and saturated content. We got an inspection coming up on Tuesday. And like, morally, we need to pass this. Like, I don't give a shit if I'm living here or not. If I'm leaving this place, I'm leaving it on my terms. I don't want to get kicked out, you know what I mean? If I'm leaving it, I'm leaving it on my terms. I don't want to leave because you're a gross fuck. I'm ready to move. Honestly, I'm ready to move. I don't have a place set up. I don't have anywhere to go other than my brother's place, which is now my dad's place. Or was my dad? What is the terminology here? My dad used to live at a place, and he's not there anymore because he's dead. My brother moved in, and he's like, hey, you should move in with me. It'll be super cheap. And I'm like, it will be super cheap. Cat, please, cat. Izzy, I love you, stop it. I don't, ignoring everything else. I don't want to move into my dad's old place. It feels weird. It is weird. Ignoring the weirdness. I don't like the neighborhood. I don't want to live in a fucking trailer park. I feel like if I sneeze too hard, I'm going to put a hole in the wall. I say that from experience because as a teenager, I put several holes in the walls without meaning to. That was kind of fucked up. I didn't mean to. I honestly did not mean to. Alright, fuck it. I don't give a fuck about how much my head shines. It's hot. I'm taking off my fucking hat. Look at that. It's bald. I don't want to move in with him because I don't like the place at all. But it's good to know that there is a place to go in case something happens. We're getting there. We're real close to being done. And it's gonna be like 2 or 3 days worth of food. This is gonna be great. I feel like I need to add more buttons to this. I've said this like 3 or 4 times now. Alright, I'm gonna call it a done. I don't know. Make sure it's actually on the fucking burner. Retard. According to this, it's 9:04 in the morning. It's not. Dear God, it's fucking not. It is 8:26 in the fucking morning. 9:04. Jesus fucking Christ. So the oven is roughly 40 something minutes behind what it actually is. We're just gonna let this heat up a little more. See if we have any honey to drizzle across this. Other than that, we're done. Okay. We got 3 packets of honey. And apparently the spare camera was hidden behind the honey. And now I've got the hiccups. It is what it is, tubes. Toss the honey lids in the trash, grab a spoon. Scoop out the honey. Mix it into the shit. And by this shit, I mean this nonsense. That is not fucking working. Okay, now that the spoon is heated up, it's working. Not working well, but it's working. Get some more honey. Hello, honey. It's melting on me. Okay. This is making a mess. This was a bad idea. It's a bad idea I'm gonna fucking go with, but like, this is a bad idea. Alright, there we go. And there you have it. Fucking stir fry. I'm gonna detach the camera from the mount now. Bring you in close. And this is our end result. Rice, noodles, chicken, broccoli, peppers, onions, cabbage, a lot of cabbage. For some reason, the Japanese love their cabbage. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, let's do a quick little taste test of this shit. Piece of broccoli, piece of chicken. There we go. God damn. Alright, so you marinate the chicken in teriyaki for roughly 10 hours. That's where the magic happens. Toss a little honey in at the last minute. I'm pretty sure there's some magic right there. That's good. That's damn good. Also, the combination of teriyaki on the chicken and soy sauce on the ingredients. There's something special there. That's good. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's continue on with this shit show. So, since last you saw me, I have started getting dental work done. Every once in a while, we'll have to wait 2 weeks before something happens, but typically, I'm getting some kind of procedure done every week. Usually on a Wednesday, sometimes on a Thursday. Once in a while, it's big enough, I gotta call off work. Because work's a physical job. And being physical, it raises your blood pressure. And raising the blood pressure, you can feel that throbbing in your gums, in your teeth. And that's how you know you got bad teeth. And B, there is no B. You can just feel it throbbing in your teeth if you have work done. Even if you got your teeth fixed that day, you can feel it, and it's like, nah, fuck this, I'm calling off work. Monetarily, I can only afford to miss 1 day a week, and even then, I can't really afford to miss it. I am so happy that the person who runs end of day is nice about it. God damn, that's good. I was not planning on sharing this with my roommate, but like for real, he's gotta taste this. Holy fucking shit, that's good. If it wasn't so fresh out of the pan, it was burning my mouth, I would just wolf this down right here, right now. Like, fuck the video. Holy shit, this is good. This isn't even all the ingredients. Like, I'm missing out on carrots, ginger root, and there's something else, but like, I'm missing out on a couple ingredients, and it still tastes this good. So for the last few months, I've been buying comics instead of just reading them for free online, because a vote with your wallet. I have been going to alternate reality, and allegedly, they are the biggest, largest comic book dealer in the Chicagoland area. I am willing to believe that without any kind of research. I've been to quite a few comic book shops in the Chicagoland area, and I've been to a few comic book shops in Chicago. Yeah, no, alternate reality is the largest place. 115th and Kedzie. Those guys, that dude. Because honestly, literally every time I've ever been in the shop, it's the same guy running it. That man knows how to run a business. He's good. He's very good. Fun fact. Where were you on 9/11? I was at fucking Alternate Reality Comics. When the towers went down, I was still in school, and it was broadcast on every single TV in the classroom across all the fucking grades. And we made little posters to make ourselves feel better. I got out of school. As soon as I got home, my dad was watching that shit on the news, and he's like, "Hey, I gotta go get blood. There was a travesty. They're gonna need fresh blood. I'm gonna go get blood." I'm like, that involves needles. Fuck you. I'm not having any part of this. I have a fear of needles. It's bad. And there goes the lighter. He took me a couple blocks down the street to Kedzie, from Cicero to Kedzie, which doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, when you're actually driving it through a school zone in the middle of a fucking school day, that means a lot. 9/11, I was at Alternate Reality. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, I was there at Alternate Reality. Just walking through the aisles, and all of a sudden, boom, up against one of the back walls is this big ass fucking 6-foot poster of the Green Goblin. It's a very iconic pose. He's on the glider. He's got the pumpkin bomb in the one hand, I think, and he's ready to go. There was no advertisement. I'm pretty sure this was not an official poster. There was no William Dafoe is the Green Goblin. There was no Spider-Man coming soon. No, it was just him on the glider with a green background. And like immediately my 9 to 10-year-old brain was like, oh, That's Green Goblin. Side note, that right there is a testament to how great that suit is. A child knows that that's Green Goblin without any indication. You just look at it and you're like, oh, Green Goblin. That's how you know that is a good suit. It's so vastly different from the original, but you can still tell what it is. Movies these days need to take a note from that. Alternate reality was also the first place I ever saw Carnage. To be fair, I didn't know he was called Carnage. I probably didn't stop to read the comic he was in, but like I saw what was going on. I saw the black and red, like, oh, that's red and dark red mixed together. Oh, there's some kind of fluid thing going on here. And his tendrils coming out of his body look like spaghetti. Little child brain was like, hey, that's Spaghetti Spider-Man. Spaghetti Spider-Man. I can't even tell you how many years in my brain Carnage was just Spaghetti Spider-Man. I'm just saying, alternate reality at this address right here. Go check them out. Largest comic book shop in the Chicagoland area. I'm willing to believe that, though I have no proof to back it up. I'll pause here so I can fucking take a bite of this shit. God damn. This needs a certain level of oil. I understand why they use peanut oil. I don't, actually. I understand why they use oil. I don't understand why it's peanut oil. That shit seems ridiculous and redundant. If you're wondering why I don't just order Chinese food instead of making it at home, I've known enough people who work in kitchens. I've seen enough videos of what goes on in kitchens. I don't trust fast food. I don't trust fast food restaurants. You hire idiot teenagers whose whole thought process is, I'm having a bad day, I'm already in the mood. This one particular customer pissed me off. For the rest of the day, I'm spitting in everybody's food. Fuck it. That sounds ridiculous, right? That sounds like a once in a lifetime thing, right? That happens so much more than you would think. It is scary how much that would happen. Like, for real, the amount of loogies being hocked up in your food and you're just eating them. I know there's some of you out there like, oh, well, if I don't know it's happening, what do I care? It still tastes the same. No, it does not. You know, last time you ordered Burger King, it didn't quite taste as good as it should have. One of your employees fucking spit in it. Or they stepped on your burger. Or they rubbed their balls all over your milkshake. You don't know. Honestly, you don't know. And you're praying to God that there's a system in place to catch this shit. That the manager will see it on camera and stop it from happening. No. Just no. Doesn't work like that. Whatever the chef wants to do to your food, they're gonna fucking do. And you're gonna fucking eat it. Unless they're really not good at what they do, in which case you'll probably notice the loogie. Or you'll notice the boot prints on the burger. You know what? There, right there. I was working the grill at Mariano's one time. This motherfucker, he's trying to pull that shit. I cooked it exactly how you wanted, to a T. And you're gonna call the manager. You're not even gonna talk to me about it. You're gonna call the manager. Oh, well, he overcooked it. It's all charred now. You asked for fucking well done, you piece of shit. Fuck you. He cooked it well done, you know, it's all charred. I demand a brand new one. I'm gonna keep this, but I demand a new one. And the manager, not wanting bad press or not wanting to lose a customer because he's a cuck-ass little bitch, just caves into whatever the says. Yeah, sure thing. We'll make you a new one right away. Threw that meat on the grill for 2 seconds, realized what was happening, was like, alright, you know what, fuck it. I was already having a bad day. I didn't need this. I took that thing into the back where he couldn't see it, and I threw it all over every single surface, the floor, the ceiling, the wall. I stepped on it. I threw it in the trash, pulled it out of the trash, reformed it, stepped on it again, reformed it, threw it against the wall, reformed it. Now this burger has all kinds of weird shit in it because, you know, I pulled it out of the trash and then I turned it back into a burger. There was some residue on there. There was a little chunk of something in there. Put that bitch back on the grill, which is love being put on the grill. Cooked it up. Served it to him. Stupid. Oh, he fucking... Or he fed it to his kids, one of the two. And I'm not even the worst of it. We got this dude, Broke Dick Nick. Got a broken dick. It looks like a capital L when he gets hard. He's a disgusting human being who doesn't wipe his ass. He shits. And then he just pulls up his pants. He does not wipe. He doesn't bathe. He doesn't shower. He smells like a turd wrapped in taco meat. At any given point in the day, this man smells like a turd wrapped in taco meat. And of course, because he doesn't bathe, he's got weird rashes all over his fucking everything. Honestly, it's everything. And they let this motherfucker work at Cooper's Hawk like this for years. He got fired a while back. But the point is, Cooper's Hawk is a reputable restaurant. High class restaurant. And they hire people like Broke Dick Nick who don't wipe, who don't bathe, they don't wash their clothes. Like, even if he showered, his clothes would still smell like shit. And he's going into work every single day. And I'm gonna guess, because he worked in the kitchen, the smell of cooking food covered up the smell of feces wrapped in taco meat. That's what that motherfucker smelled like. Poop wrapped in taco meat. For those of you who enjoy taco meat, I'm sorry to drag you into this. It's that very specific scent of cooking beef, as well as whatever the fuck seasoning is going to taco seasoning. Whatever that scent is, you take it and you wrap it around a big fat piece of shit. That's Nick. And they let him work at Cooper's Hawk. They saw that, they smelled that, and they were like, that's good enough for me, you're hired. And then for like 5 years afterwards, they were like, oh yeah, no, you're doing good, you're hired. Just keep going, just do what you do. This is the kind of people who work in fancy restaurant kitchens. Like, I was aware of the fact that most restaurant workers are some kind of ex-con or drug addict, but then they went and hired Nick, and he confirmed everything that I thought. Got himself a real nice coke addiction off one of his fellow cooks, and his life went right downhill after that. And now he's a thieving piece of shit who hasn't had a job in over a year. Let that sink in for a minute. Can you imagine not working for a full year? Assuming your bills are taken care of, because he has no bills at this point. He's essentially homeless. He's bouncing from his parents' house to his other, you know, his aunt's house. But like, other than that, he's homeless. Nobody wants him around. They're just being nice. Can you imagine being like that? Like, that is where the bar was always set at Nick. You know, as long as you're doing better than Nick, you're doing fine. But this motherfucker goes and sets his own bar so goddamn low, it's like, I need to lose my apartment and my job in order to be on par with you. I can't do that. You're not even trying, man. It's been over a year and you're just bumming money off people. I'm getting distracted. The point is, I don't trust restaurants, but enough about that. So it is the end of May 2024, and the 17-year cicada brood is coming up from the ground. The patch of forest that Bachelor's Grove exists on, it's a pretty big patch, but it's essentially a giant square. or possibly rectangle. I think it's a rectangle. In the upper right corner is a cemetery. In the lower left corner is me. And you can probably see the video right now. There, oh my god, dude, I went out there and I plan on doing a week by week video series. Even if it doesn't get released week by week, it might just be a one-shot thing, but I already recorded week 1 of the cicadas, and holy shit, the amount of cicadas I saw. Halfway through molting, dead shells. I even saw a little baby thing that had just popped out of the ground. They were all over the place. Like, I went in not looking, I just kind of walked in, and then I turned around and started paying attention to my surroundings, and like, holy shit, I just walked past how many of these things? Holy shit. You can probably see it on camera right now. I'm hoping. Maybe. We're gonna pause for 2 seconds. Just listen. Listen. This is week 1. This is how many cicadas you can hear just ambiently. That is a lot of cicadas. And that's only like week 1. I think maybe technically week 2. But like, that was kind of like the opening ceremony kind of thing. That doesn't count. This week is 100% all cicadas. That's what I've been hearing through the windows all week. That's what I hear when I drive past all week. I'm waiting for Chi-Town to do something stupid. Chi-Town hasn't filmed since October. I don't know when our last upload date is, but we tried to film in October. But my dad got sick and went into the hospital, and since I'm the guy who spent all the money on this shit, I'm the guy who has the fucking camera. I wasn't available, so they just stopped. They haven't come back since. And fucking that little PJ keeps saying, "Oh, it's your fault, Dave. It's because you got mad at Nick, and you and Nick aren't okay. So fucking that's why we're not together anymore. That's why we're not Fuck you. That little tried to fucking steal from me. Doesn't matter how much money he tried to steal. It doesn't matter if it's 50 cents or $50. I got you a job. I took you to that job because your fucking car stopped working and you couldn't drive. This is how you repay me? By fucking trying to steal from me, and then PJ trying to say, "Oh, it's your fault, Dave." No, fuck you. Fuck you, PJ. This is Nick's fault. All of this is Nick's fault. Fuck him. I shouldn't be expected to forgive somebody who tries to steal from me. Especially after everything I've done for them. Chi-Town hasn't filmed because they're a bunch of fat, lazy fucks. It's easier to just blame other people for their problems. Also, semi-unrelated, Batman has this thing where like, oh, we can't film unless we're all together because we're all friends. Little Karibo and Taya Gardner is a perfect example of Batman.
I've been holding in the biggest friendship speech of my life, and now you're going to listen to it.
No, please, have mercy on Johnny Steps.
And that's why friendship is the best thing ever.
That's him. That is Fat Man in a nutshell. If all 10 of us aren't together, we're not gonna film. Alright, I'm gonna say 8 because Eddie and Evan generally aren't here. And when Evan shows up, he just gets high and falls asleep. When Eddie shows up, he gets blackout drunk and falls asleep. But before he falls asleep, he gives us goddamn 24 karat gold. Let's get off of bogus ass content. And let's talk about movies for a second. So, me and Chris recently watched Abigail. Brand new movie. Bunch of goons are hired to kidnap a mafia boss's daughter. And the twist to the whole movie is she's a vampire. The movie itself can't figure out if it's a comedy or a horror movie or a dark comedy. Because it jumps those lines. It does not blur the lines. It just jumps from one line to the other. It's not great, but it is by no means bad. I don't think it could get a sequel, but Hollywood's gonna do what Hollywood's gonna do, no matter how retarded the idea is. All these fucking shells, man.